Hello everyone, this is Sravanthi, working as Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry in Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today we are going to discuss about outcome-based education. So in this, mainly we discussed about outcome-based education and Bloom's taxonomy, course overview, course objectives, course outcomes, program-specific outcomes, and program education objectives or levels of Bloom's taxonomy. So first, the Washington Accord. It is a multilateral agreement signed in 1989. So between the bodies responsible for accreditation or recognition. So in this NBA, National Board of Accreditation, it is a board established by AICTE. So National Board of Accreditation, it is established by AICTE for the purpose of accreditation of higher educational institutions in India. So in 1994 and operates as an autonomous body since 2010. So this National Board of Accreditation, it was established by AICTE. For what purpose they are established? For the purpose of accreditation of higher educational institutions in India. In the year is 1994. And also operated an autonomous body, autonomous college, they applied NBA since 2010. So NBA is a full-time member of Washington Accord. So Washington Accord is a multilateral agreement, already we know that. So it is signed in 1989 between the bodies responsible for accreditation and recognition. So here this National Board of Accreditation, it is a full-time member of Washington Accord. So it accredits programmers and not the institutes. It accredits programmers only. It accredits programmers and not the institutes. So hence before applying for MBA accreditation, so the concerned department like BTech or MTech, in that BTech different courses are there. So hence before applying MBA accreditation, so the concerned department should make sure that their COs are well defined. COs means course outcomes are well defined and serves the purpose of outcome based education. So here the curriculum by dynamically adapting to the requirements of the different stakeholders. So different stakeholders means here like students, parents, industry personnel and recruiters, etc. stakeholders. So the curriculum by dynamically adapt to the requirement of the different stakeholders. So in this higher education institutions are classified into two categories by NBA. So National Board of Accreditation divides two parts is higher education institutions. So one is Tier 1 and second one is Tier 2. So Tier 1 in these institutions consist of all IITs, NITs, central universities, state universities and autonomous institutions. So all these are included in this under Tier 1. So these Tier 1 institutions can also claim benefits as per the Washington Accord. So next Tier 2 means institutional consist affiliated colleges of universities like JN2 affiliated, OU affiliated colleges. So these affiliated colleges of universities, these are under Tier 2 according to NBA. So first, what is OBE? Outcome based education. So the term OBE, that means outcome based education. So this was first presented by William G. Spady in 1994. So this OBE first presented by William G. Spady in 1994 through his book. So the name is Outcome Based Education, Critical Issues and Answers, American Association of School Administrators. So this William G. Spady first presented in 1994 through his book. The book name is Outcome Based Education, Critical Issues and Answers and American Association of School Administrators. So according to William G. Spady, outcome based education means clearly focusing and organizing everything So according to William G. Spady, outcome-based education means clearly focused and organizing everything in an educational system. So around that means what is essential for all students to be able to do successfully at the end of their learning experience. So after completing the course, what they achieve, what are you able to do the course. So according to William G. Spady, OBE means clearly focused and organized everything in an educational system around what is essential for all the students to be able to do successfully at the end of their learning experience. So the statement means that OBE includes what is important for students. So in this OBE mainly it includes what is important for students to be able to do, and then organizing curriculum and instruction and assessment. So to make sure this learning ultimately happens. So in this OBE, the main statement of OBE, it's including that it is most important for students to be able to do and how to organize the curriculum, instruction and assessment to make sure that learning ultimately happens. So here curriculum, it is derived from Latin word career. It is derived from Latin word career. Career means run or run away or a running course. So design curriculum means design running course, syllabus. So from curriculum is from the Latin word career. Career means run away, a running course. So outcome-based education. So outcome-based education is clearly focusing and organizing everything in an educational system. So here institutions adopting OBE for whatever they try to bring changes into the curriculum. They are trying to do the changes in the curriculum by dynamically adapting to the requirements of different stakeholders. So what is the main aim of this outcome-based education? So many institutions are adopting this OBE because they are trying to change the curriculum by dynamically adapting to the requirements of different stakeholders. So stakeholders means like students, parents, industry personnel and recruiters. So OBE is all about feedback and outcomes. What he is able to do at the end of the course. So OBE is all about feedback and outcomes. So OBE is a student-centric educational process. So that focuses on what students can do or what students' abilities that they should develop after they are taught. So it is a OBE, outcome-based education is a student-centric education process. So an outcome is what the learner will be able to do or able to perform as a result of some learning experience. So here an outcome of an education is what the student should be able to do at the end of the program. If the end of the program or course, program means here BTech or MTech etc. Course means so in that subjects, so instructional units. So an outcome of an education is what the student should be able to do the end of the program or course or instructional units. Why OBE? So what purpose you are using this OBE importance? Why this OBE is required? So outcome-based education used for international recognition and global employment opportunities. Why OBE? International recognition and global employment opportunities. And in this more employable and innovative graduates with professional and soft skills, social responsibility and ethics. And also better visibility and reputation of the technical institution among stakeholders. Stakeholders means like students, parents, industrialists, researchers, etc. So here improving the commitment and involvement of the stakeholders. So you are enabling graduates to excel in their profession and accomplish greater heights in their careers. And next one is preparing graduates for the leadership positions and challenging them and making them aware of the opportunities in the technology development. So that purpose OBE is most important required. And what are the benefits of OBE for faculty members? So your faculty members are referred to as change of agents in OBE. So here in this OBE is required for faculty members. What are the benefits of OBE for faculty members? Teaching will become a far more creative and innovative career. And faculty members will no longer feel the pressure of having to be the source of all knowledge. And faculty members shape the thinking and vision of the students towards a course. So these are the benefits of OBE for faculty members. What are the levels of OBE? So there are 4 levels of OBE are program educational objectives, program educational objectives, program outcomes, program specific outcomes, course outcomes. Your program is BTech degree or UG course, PG course and MTech. So these are the program. So in this outcome based education, most important is Bloom's taxonomy. So what is the use of Bloom's taxonomy? So Bloom's taxonomy is a tool by which one can measure the student level of knowledge and map what the stage of ladder he exists. What under thinking levels of students, it explains that mainly. So by utilizing Bloom's taxonomy, students are not going to forget the information as soon as the class ends. Rather, they retain and apply the information as they continue to grow as a student in their careers, or staying one step ahead of the competition. So classification of behavior and learning developed by Benjamin Bloom's and others. So it was Bloom's taxonomy developed by Benjamin Bloom's and others. So organized into 3 domains of learning. So what are 3 domains of learning? Cognitive domain, affective domain and psychomotor domain. So cognitive domain, it is related to, see this image, mind, thinking, knowledge. So cognitive domain means it is thinking levels, knowledge. So related to brain, mind. Affective domain, it related to heart, that means emotions, feelings. And psychomotor domain, physiological activities by hands. So there are 3 types of domains of learning: cognitive, affective, psychomotor domain. Cognitive domain is related to brain, that means knowledge or thinking levels. Affective domain, it is related to heart, that means feelings and emotions. Psychomotor domain is related to hands, that means physiological activities. So generally involved Bloom's taxonomy. So in that it's involved total 6 steps. It is introduced by 1956. So old Bloom's taxonomy, in that it's involved 6 steps. What is that? Knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, evaluation. So all these are the nouns. So but there is a Bloom's taxonomy revised in 2001. So in this revised version of Bloom's taxonomy, it's involved also total 6 steps. That is remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate and create. But what is the difference between old Bloom's taxonomy level and new Bloom's taxonomy level? So old Bloom's taxonomy, all the levels in the pyramid, all the levels are in noun form. In new form, Bloom's taxonomy, all are in the verb form. And most important difference is in the new Bloom's taxonomy pyramid, 5th step is evaluate, but in old one is synthesis. And in the new one is 6th step is create, and old Bloom's taxonomy level is evaluation. The positions are changed in this new Bloom's taxonomy levels or pyramid. So what is the steps involved in this new Bloom's taxonomy or revised in this cognitive domain? Remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate and create. So what is the meaning of remember? Recognizing and recalling facts. Recognizing and recalling facts. Understand. So understand what the facts mean. So what he understand. So apply level. So applying the facts, rules, concepts and ideas. Analyzing, that means a breaking down of information into component parts, that means simple parts. How can we analyze? If we are giving problems, students, how can we analyze? And after that, evaluate, that means judgment, judging the value of information or ideas. And final step of this revised Bloom's taxonomy is create. So here combining parts to make a new whole. So these are the levels of Bloom's taxonomy. So remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate and create. So these two are lower order thinking levels and these four are higher order thinking levels. So remember and understand are the lower order thinking levels, apply, analyze, evaluate, create are the higher order thinking levels. So here in this OBE already we know that what is the use of OBE, outcome based education. So OBE is a new method of education system which enables stakeholder to perceive the objectives or for which purpose they study before starting the course, which is not available in traditional education system. So all is covered in this outcome based education. So OBE is mainly all about feedback on outcomes. So what are the four levels of OBE? Program educational objectives, program specific objectives, program outcomes and course outcomes. So what is the meaning of program educational objectives? So generally this PE was program educational objectives prepared by HOD. So what the students are able to do in 4 to 5 years completion after the program. We completed BTech course, for example, BTech program. So after completion of this program of 4 to 5 years, what the students are able to do with respect to professional accomplishment. So this is called program educational objectives. So that means it is prepared by HOD. So what the students are able to do after completion of 4 to 5 years of completion of the after the program. So program specific outcomes. So it is prepared. It is also prepared by HOD. So program specific outcomes. So here which makes the students to realize the fact, the knowledge and techniques learned in the course. So as direct implementation for the betterment of society and sustainability in near future. Next one is program outcomes. So generally there are 12 program outcomes are there which are prepared by NBA. But program educational objectives and program specific outcomes prepared by HOD. But program outcomes prepared by NBA, National Board of Accreditation. So your program outcomes means use for what the students are able to do immediately after completion of program. What the students are able to do immediately completion of the program. And next one is course outcomes. So faculty, which are prepared by faculty. So here what the students are able to do immediately after the completion of course. Course means subjects which are in the program. So course outcome generally prepared by faculty, teaching faculty. So what the students are able to do immediately after completion of course. So there are 4 levels of outcome based education. OBE, outcome based education and MBA framework. So generally higher education institutions are having vision of vision. So all the higher educations have vision of the institute. So this vision of institutes leads to mission of the institute. So this vision of institute and mission of institutes together, so it leads to the vision of the department. Vision of the department. So they say it leads to mission of the departments. So this mission of the department, it leads to program educational objectives. Program educational objectives. Generally, it is prepared by HOD. So the students what are able to do after completion 4 to 5 years completion of this program. Next, this program education object relates to department advisory board and board of studies identifies program specific outcomes. So after design this program education objectives, next department advisory board and board of studies decides or identifies program specific outcomes. Next, this NBA already identifies program outcomes POs. Already 12 POs prepared by NBA. So this program outcomes and program specific outcomes. Program outcomes and program specific outcomes together leads to curriculum. Curriculum is run the course. Career. From the Latin word career means run the course. So this program specific objective and program outcomes together leads to curriculum. So in this curriculum, it consists of curriculum components, a variety of different subjects, courses are there in that. So in this curriculum, it consists of a variety of components such as humanity science, social sciences, basic sciences, engineering sciences, professional core, professional electives, open electives, and project. So in this curriculum, it consists of different curriculum components are there. So all these have several courses. So each department they are having several different subjects, that courses. So described in terms of course outcomes. So each subject, the faculty member who teaches that subject, they are preparing course outcomes. This is the OBE MBA framework. So here CO PO mapping, that means course outcomes and PO. This course outcomes prepared by faculty teaching that subject, and PO program outcomes prepared by NBA. So how to map this course outcomes address the ability to be attained by students upon the completion of this course. So that means course outcomes, whatever prepared by faculty. So student completed their course. So how many how to achieve, how to map the COs to POs. So how can we calculate this course learning outcome formula? How to map the CO PO mapping? So in this case we are using this formula. Students should be able to plus behavior plus result evidence. Result evidence. So here there are 12 POs are there. These are defined by NBA. So in this PO1 to PO6 technical purpose mapping we are used. Technical PO1 to PO6 and PO6 to PO12 non-technical. So generally in this PO1 action verb is apply and the level is L3. L3 means remember, understand, apply. Total 6 steps are there in Bloom's taxonomy. Analyze, evaluate, create, etc. So this apply is related to L3 level. Next, identify, L2 level. Formula, in PO2, its action verbs are identify, formula or review. So related Bloom's taxonomy levels are L2, L6 and L2. And PO3 is it's including design and development. A related Bloom's taxonomy level is L3, L6. And next PO4, it's involved Bloom's action verbs are analyze, interpret, design. And its involved levels are L4, L2, L3, L6. And PO5 action verbs are create, select and apply. So Bloom's levels are L6, L1, L2, L3. So these PO1 to PO5 which is used for technical and PO6 to PO12 used for non-technical. And in that Bloom's taxonomy levels are level 1 to level 4. Level 1 to level 4, remember, understand, apply, analyze. So these 4 levels are used for theory courses. Theory courses. And L1 to L5, evaluate, up to evaluate. These are used for laboratory courses. And L1 to L6 for mini project and or main project purpose we are using these levels. So coming to my subject chemistry. So what are the course objectives? So here again 4 course objectives are there. First objective one is the concepts of electrochemical principles and causes of corrosion in the new development, breakthrough, efficiency and engineering and technology. This is the course objective 1. And next course objective 2 is the different parameters to remove cause of hardness of water and their reactions toward the complexometric method. And third one is the polymerization reaction with respect to mechanism and its significance industrial applications. So your course objectives. So what is the aim of this course? That module will be teach that one. So the significance of green chemistry to reduce pollution in environment by using natural resources. So these are the course objectives of chemistry. Next, course outcomes. What student able to learn after completion of the course. So generally this will be identified by faculty who are teach that subject. So coming to my subject chemistry. So after successful completion of the course, students should be able to do here are given 6 COs. So CO1 is implement the principles of electrochemical systems to control the corrosion in metals. So when you teach module 1, so here the students should be able to learn or implement the principles of electrochemical systems to control the corrosion in metals. And coming to second module in CO2, related to CO2. So here analyze the basic properties of water for its usage in domestic and industrial purpose. And module 3, students should be able to learn use complexometric for calculation of hardness of water to avoid industrial problems. It is related to module 2, water and its technology. And CO4 is extend the application of polymers based on their degradability and properties. Related, it comes under module 4, polymer technology. And CO5 is choose the appropriate fuel based on their calorific values for energy efficient process. So this CO5 is related, comes under fourth module, energy sources. And next CO6 is predict the knowledge and viability of advanced material for technological improvements in various sectors. So this CO6 comes under module 5, that is engineering materials. So these are the course outcomes of my subject, chemistry subject. So I hope understood all. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.